123, check number 1, check date, check on. So that means here guys, for invoice 123, we have a two checks are there. For invoice 123, we have a two checks are there. So invoice amount 2000, right? Okay. Hmm? Okay. Supply name. Okay. So this is sample data. Guys. For invoice number 123, we have two checks are there. 124, we have two checks are there. 125, one check, and 126, one check is there. Okay. So one invoice have only one check, or it may have a two, or it may have a three, right? Sometime supplier will pay the partial amount, right? Okay. So now, see you also. So now after you prepare the data, what you will do?
Rajesh bhai, OTP.
Set all the data on the defined name.
ఈ డబ్బులు చాక్లెట్లు
Defined
సరిపోతాయి మా
name.
అమ్మాయి వాళ్ళకి, మరి నీకు పంపడానికి. సరే పంపిస్తున్నా.
Set all the data, defined name. BIP underscore. Check. Okay. So we have prepared the invoice data and we have prepared the checks data. But we have given the link between invoice to check how invoice number from first sheet, invoice number in the second sheet, we have given the link. So now we'll upload the data and we'll see how we are going to give the link between the two data sets. So first data set will be invoice. Second data set should be checks. Yeah. So now what we will do? ESL. So here, so this is the data model yesterday we have created. We will remove this one. Go here at Microsoft Excel. So here you can mention invoice check Excel. Okay. First, I will create the invoice data set. Second, I will create the check data set. First, I will create the invoice data set. So here now you will see two sheets are there, invoice and check. Sheet 3 not there, not there. Just like that. Okay. So click on invoices. So I am not adding any time here and I am not adding any parameter. Click on OK. Okay. Now create another data set. Check data. Here this time I will use the checks. Click on. Okay. So now we have first data set and second data set. First data set and second data set. So now if you want to give the link between, so now if you look at this one, save the changes. After you save, click on data, you will see separate data sets here. See, first, this is the first data set data and this is the second data set data. First data set data and second data set data. So I would like to give the link between first data set to second data set. I would like to give between first data set to second data set. So what do we do here? So there is an option called see here if this invoice number is there now. So this invoice number you are going to give the link like this. Just drag the invoice number, drop into here. Just drag the invoice number from G1 and drop into here. Save the changes. Click on data. You know, if you look at this one, invoice number 123, we have two checks. Invoice number 124, 2 checks are there. 125, we have only one check. Invoice number 126, we have only one check there. So this is the way. See now if you see, this is the parent data and this is the child data. Right? Every parent related childs are coming, right? So for example, this parent, this child, parent, this child. So this parent, this child. So that is the way. That is the way we can link between parent to child. Understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now after you've done the data preparation, then what is the next step we need to do? We need to create the RTF template. Okay. Load the check data. And give the link between invoices and give the link between invoices and check. Give the link invoice. Okay. Using group link. How to give the link? I will show you once again. Go to the diagram. Just drag and drop, drag the invoice number. The same column we can drop into here. That's it. So that link will come here. So basically, when we do this group link, automatically equi-join will be created. That means the data should come from first data should whatever the data will be there in the first data set should match into second data set. Invoice number. Understand or not? Okay. So now what I will do? So we'll create the report using this data. And before we create the data, so let me take the save as sample data and export. And so we can write our own SQL query as a third data set. And I would like to give the link between invoice number from the SQL query and invoice number from the Excel. Okay. So how we can do the SQL query? So we know, right, where the invoices information will store in the backend table. Select LP underscore AP invoices. Table data. AP invoices table data. Data will mention first here. Understand or not? But how you are going to give the link between this invoice number to this invoice number? Just for time being, I am removing this link. Same like this. So what will happen with this? Whatever the data given by client and whatever the data there in the whatever the data there in the invoice table, if these two matches, those records only will be bring. These two matching records only will bring. If not matched records, that will not be bring. That means the unmatched records not stored into the Oracle base tables. The unmatched records not stored into AP invoices table. So you remember I told you, right, why we will create the Excel sheet related report. So I want to reconciliation. I want to reconcile the data from base table to what client has given the data. So that time we will do this kind of data to table. How we are going to give the link. So this data from Excel sheet invoice number and this invoice number from the Oracle Fusion tables we are going to join. So if this data from invoice numbers values and check with the invoice number values in the table, both matched records only will be fine. So if the data not coming in the data level, that means that records are not stored into the table. That is the way we can identify how many records are successfully stored, how many records are not successfully stored. So this is one of the example why we are creating the Excel based reports. So for now, I am deleting this one just for to check only. I have created this one. Okay. Now we will create the data. We will create the report using that XML file. We will create the report using that XML. Okay. So now what we will do? So go to the invoice. Excel. So now what we will do? Sample XML. All fields. So here one important thing you have to understand. So this is the header record and this is the lines record. That means this is the parent record, this is the child record, this is the master record, this is the detail records. So there are two for loops are there. First for loop and second for loop. So why the two for loops came? Because invoice headers also multiple, that header level lines also multiple, right? That header level lines also multiple. So that is the reason. So two times looping came, for each loop came. That means for each g underscore 1, this for each g underscore 2. What will happen is, the logic how it has been implemented is, first record will be print. That means this first record will be print. That first record related lines will be print. Then loop will be continue. Second record will be print. The second record related lines will be execute here. Then again third record, then fourth record. The third record related checks will be print. Fourth record checks will be printed. So that like that, the for loop will be happening. So to test this one, what you will do, save as.
Sir, why we not converted Excel file to PDF? In Microsoft MS Word also converted PDF output.
1 minute, I will come back. Okay. Microsoft Excel, you are talking about. What is that?
MS Word also output is PDF. Excel we converted to PDF output.
Mm-hmm.
So in Excel format, why will we use this MS Word?
Because RTF template, na. So RTF template we can build using the RTF template we can build using Microsoft Word only, right?
Okay.
To build the RTF template, because in BI Publisher we have a template type RTF is there, right? RTF template, to build the RTF template, we should go to the MS Word. Understand or not?
Okay.
Sir, if I want to that master detail table like table, it is possible, sir.
Table means this is the table only, na?
Yes, sir, that is the data, na, sir. For
Uh-huh.
for master details also, I want to show like tables. Is it possible?
First you will see the output, then you ask me how you want.
Okay, sir.
Click on video. So now this is the header record. This is the first header lines. This is the table format only, right? So this is the table format only, right? Header. Header means invoice information. This is
Yes, sir.
the check information. And this is the invoice, second invoice, the second invoice related lines. Okay. So which table you want? This is the table only.
For the above data, sir. For above data also, I want to set like a table format. I am
So in
asking.
this case, what you will do? In this case, if you want to display the tabular data, so this is always only one record, right? So for every invoice, see here we have multiple records are there, but every time it will be only one record for record set, right? Unique record will be there here. There will not be any duplicate. But if you look at the childs, there's 123 related 2 lines are there, correct or not?
Sir.
So what we will do to make this alignment, I understand your question. So what we will do, you will make this table format. Insert. Six. Then what we will do, invoice number. This is the label. This is the label. And what you will do here, what you will do, go to the BI publisher. Go to the BI publisher, field. This is the parent, right? Insert. Invoice date. Invoice sum. Name. Sum. Amount paid. You remove this one. Like this. Okay, no? So this is a tabular format, right?
Yes, sir. And but asking that.
Right. Save the changes. Now upload the RTF template into the server. Upload the RTF template. Create the report. Use report editor. RPT. Noise check. Layout. Upload the RTF template. Type should be RTF. Okay, it should be. Okay. Save the changes. New report. Okay, now.
Yeah.
Okay. So with this Excel based report is done. Now we will see another report. Another report. If you want this report, you can try, guys. I will tell the requirement. I will tell the requirement. If you want, you can give it a try this one. So the requirement is, guys, we need to print the invoice number, invoice number, invoice underscore date, invoice date, invoice amount, invoice type, invoice type lookup, invoice type lookup for source. So this is the columns for the invoices data. So similarly, we need to get the checks data also. Check underscore number, date. Vendor name. Vendor site code. This is the check date. And in this report, we are going to pass three parameters. We are going to pass the three parameters. One is from date, and another one is due date. From date to date, from date to date, and select data. From date to date and select data. So that means invoices created range. That means from, for example, I have created the invoices from Jan 1st, 2024 to December 31st, 2024. So in between, how many invoices created, that data we need to print. There is a from date and to date logic we need to implement. Same from date and to date we need to apply in the checks also. For example, if I mention 2024, okay, April 2025. That means Jan 1st, 2024 to April 2025, how many invoices created? That data we need to print. So that is the from date and to date. Same logic we need to apply for the checks also. So what is the purpose of this select data? Select data will have two values. Select data will have two values. One is invoice and another one is check. Select data will have two values, invoice and check. If I select the invoice data will be. If I select the check data will be. So total three parameters are there. Select data, from date and to date. Select data only for which section of the report you want to display. So we have two data sets will be there. First data set invoice, second data set check. Understand the requirement, or do you want to explain anything once again? So,
Understood, sir.
okay.
Understood, sir.
Okay. I will tell you here. Invoice amount total should be printed. For example, Jan 2024 to December, April 2025. For example, we have a 10 records are there. So each record have a invoice amount, some amount is there. That amount total should be printed. Total should be printed here in the report.
Sir, like same that parent child data, sir, or separate data sets?
Separate data sets. No link.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Understand or not? Okay. So that is one requirement. In invoice, In invoices columns, we need to display one more column that is called delivery charges. This delivery charges, this column, not available in standard table, Oracle tables. This column not available in the Oracle tables. So what client has given, for example, invoice amount 12,000 is there. 12,000. Okay, otherwise I can say invoice amount 100 rupees is there. 100 rupees. So this 1% of the 100 rupees, we need to print the delivery charges. Okay, otherwise 5% delivery charges. 5% means 5 rupees delivery charges we need to print. Separate column here. Sorry, separate column here. So this many requirements are there. So first dates logic we need to build in the query, and based on the parameter value, the data set will be displayed in the report. If I select the invoices, invoice data will be printed. If I select the check data will be printed. And for example, I have a for this date range, I have 10 invoices are there. Each invoice have a separate amounts are there. That amounts I want to display the total amount. Total I want to display. And one more column I want to display delivery charges. So each invoice amount 5% of the each 5% of the each invoice amount should be delivery charges. So that logic also we need to build.
Sir, in SQL only, sir, Excel only, sir, or SQL queries are using?
So you can do many things.
No, sir. Excel or SQL, sir.
SQL only. This is SQL.
Okay, sir.
This is not Excel already done, right? Just example I have shown only one report example.
In
Now these
standard
are all,
table.
yeah, these are standard tables. Invoices we have a table, checks we have a table. So if you see in the Google also,
Okay, sir.
invoices table in Oracle Fusion. AP invoice and all. Okay. Check tables. Check tables. AP checks all. Yes or not? Can you do, or you want me to do, guys?
No, sir. First we'll try, sir. Tomorrow you just.
Okay. So requirement is complex or easy?
Complex only, but we'll try, sir.
Okay. So you people are asking, right? You give the requirements to us, we will try like that. That is the reason
Yes,
I'm
yes,
giving.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So at least you prepare the query, guys. So you know,
Yes,
right,
sir.
how to print the date range, like between dates data, how you
Dates,
can
sir.
between dates data how you can get column names. You also can search from the OER. I already shown how to search the table names. And
Yes, sir.
like you can create the two data sets. So based on the parameter value, how the data set will be conditionally displayed, how the calculation will be happen, totals, percentage amount, how you can calculation. So normally these parameters, from date and to date parameters come from the query, right? But the select data is not a parameter, right? In the query, it will not come in the query. So how you can create the parameter manually? So that and all we need to discuss in this requirement. Okay. So guys, at least you give a try and we will see tomorrow like what is the progress you have done. Okay. So I'm expecting everyone should prepare the query and checks query and invoices and this dates logic. Thank you. Guys.